You are watching CultFusion.
A small footnote to the viewer. This video will not be a tinfoil hat video. I'm not going to be talking about how Google's becoming too big and is going to be the next Skynet. I'm going to give you facts. There will be some small personal opinions within the summary at the end of the video, but that's it. Now, please enjoy the production. "1995. I was 5 years old and the public internet was only 3 years old. People didn't really know what the internet was or how to use it, or even if it was of any use to them. On one particular day in 1995, history would change forever. A 22-year-old Larry Page and a 21-year-old Sergey Brin meet for the first time at Stanford University. Larry and Sergey soon become good friends and begin collaborating on a search engine called Backrub. In 1995, there are about 13 search engines to choose from, and they were all terrible. They didn't give back anything remotely close to what you asked for. But Backrub was different. It had a secret formula. It was called PageRank. And you're looking at it now. This one formula was one of the reasons that Backrub performed so much better than the other search engines of the time. This was the key, the secret. This formula will indirectly be worth billions in the future. On September 15th, 1997, Backrub was changed to Google.com. And the rest, as they say, is history. Google, the stuff you probably don't know. A lot of us just really see the surface of Google. We use their online services like Google Search, Gmail, YouTube, and Google Plus every day. Many of us have a phone featuring Google software, and maybe even Google hardware. Google's self-driving cars and augmented reality glasses are cool, but very few people ask themselves the question, how big is Google, and what else are they up to? Let's find out. Please make sure you're seated before you continue. Google is much bigger than you think. First, we'll look at 5 interesting Google acquisitions of the past, but then we'll look a bit deeper into some revolutionary things that the company has been doing over the past few months.
Number 5.
Android. Acquisition date, 17th of August 2005. Cost, $50 million. We all know what Android is, and no doubt the best part of Android is its open source nature. This allows the operating system to be on anything from phones to cars to fridges. Android is everywhere. Out of the 261.1 million smartphones sold in 2013, 211 million of them were running Android. That's over 80%. Android has allowed access for countries such as China to really have a serious shot at the smartphone industry. Let's move on. Google is obviously just more than Android.
Number 4.
YouTube. Acquisition date, 10th of December 2006, at a cost of $1.65 billion. I will do no justice to convey just how mind-blowingly huge YouTube is. The facts will do this for me. Looking at YouTube purely just as a search engine, it's bigger than Bing, Yahoo, and Ask, all combined. In fact, it's the largest search engine on the planet, second to only Google Search itself. So it's obvious that people are searching for a lot of things. This only must mean there's a lot of content on YouTube. But how much continuous video content actually gets uploaded per day? Maybe a week? 1 month of continuous video? 2 months? A year? Nope. Try a decade. That's right. Over a decade's worth of video is uploaded at a rate of 72 hours per minute. And that's just in one day. It's nothing. If you start adding it up, it gets even stupider. For 1 month, just 1 month, there is 4 billion hours worth of video watched each month. That's over 450,000 years worth of video watched in just 1 month. And of course, as you watch this particular video on YouTube, those rates are increasing. I could go on with the facts, but there's a lot more crazy stuff to cover in this video.
Number 3.
Motorola Mobility. Acquisition date, 15th of August 2011, at a cost of $12.5 billion. Motorola Mobility was in trouble in the early 2010s, and Google used this opportunity to get themselves into the hardware side of the smartphone world. But halfway through the production of this video, something very interesting happened. Google sold Motorola Mobility to Lenovo for $2.9 billion. This makes it seem as if Google's interests were elsewhere. Perhaps they just wanted to hang on to some of the patents that they acquired from the acquisition of Motorola to help Android defend itself against Apple. Perhaps in court cases in the future, or perhaps the ones past.
Number 2.
Boston Dynamics. Acquisition date, 10th of December 2013. Cost? Unknown. Okay, so this is where things start to get a little bit crazy. Remember those robots I was showing you a while back in that top 10 video? Google bought Boston Dynamics, the company that created the robotic technology. If you want to know more about these amazing robots, just check out the first YouTube video link in the description below. This acquisition means that Google now owns some of the most advanced robotic technology on the planet. It doesn't end there though.
Number 1.
Nest. Acquisition date? 13th of January 2014, at a cost of $3.2 billion. The Nest Labs previously created some very beautiful smart thermostats and smoke detectors as part of their goal to create a conscious home. Google is going to help them do that in a very big way. We may eventually see a home powered by Android and Google Now. These kind of acquisitions will be quite interesting over the next 5 years or so. And here's a bonus item. DeepMind. Acquisition date? 26th of January 2014. This was Google's first AI company acquisition. DeepMind can be described as a world-class, groundbreaking technology on the cutting edge of machine learning. They use systems